Welcome to another startup and complete car documentation. What we're looking at today is a 2016 Honda Accord EXL sedan.
This Accord sedan is painted in obsidian blue pearl.
Got chrome door handles. You also have smart key access for the front doors. On the key fob, you have the buttons for lock, unlock, trunk release, panic, and remote start. You have storage in the front door panels. You have power windows, locks, and mirrors, as well as two-person memory for the driver's seat.
This one has the gray interior color scheme, and the EXL trim includes leather seat upholstery.
Both front seats are fully powered. And now that we're behind the wheel, let's go ahead and start the engine. You get push-button ignition along with smart key.
The Honda Accord is one of the most well-known tried-and-true cars out there. It's Honda's long-running entry in the midsize sedan segment, competing with the likes of the Toyota Camry, Hyundai Sonata, and Nissan Altima. The model dates back to 1977, and as of the 2023 model year, the Accord is currently about to enter its 11th generation. This 2016 model we have here represents the 9th generation of the Accord, which was sold in North America from model years 2013 through 2017. This was notably the last generation of the Accord to offer a V6 engine, as the 10th gen models are 4-cylinder only, and the last generation to be offered as either a sedan or a coupe, as the 10th gen Accord is made only as a sedan. 2016 saw the 9th gen Accord get a mid-cycle facelift, which gave the styling a subtle touch-up and also brought some new features along, as well as refining the suspension setup. For 2017, the Accord Hybrid would make a return after going on hiatus for 2016. For model year 2016, the US market Honda Accord came in the following trim levels: LX, Sport, EX, EXL, and Touring for the sedan, and LXS, EX, EXL, and Touring for the coupe. Depending on the trim level, there were two different engines offered: a 185 horsepower 2.4-liter inline-four cylinder like this one has, and a 278 horsepower 3.5-liter V6. 4 cylinders could be paired with either a 6-speed manual or a CVT automatic transmission, while V6 models could be had with either the 6-speed manual or a traditional 6-speed automatic. However, if you want a manual with the V6, you had to get an Accord Coupe. Front-wheel drive is the sole drivetrain across the lineup. In Honda's US 2016 sedan lineup, the mid-sized Accord sedan is the largest, slotting just above the compact Civic sedan.
So the instrument cluster has 4 analog gauges, which of course are your tachometer, speedometer, fuel gauge, and temperature gauge. In the center, there's also this digital info display, which you can go through via that button right there. It has a 4-spoke designed leather-wrapped multifunctional steering wheel, and it has 4 controls. You have your cruise control, your Bluetooth and voice control, and then right here you have your audio controls, which also double up as the controls for the upper screen in the dashboard, the iMid. The steering wheel is tilt and telescopic. Tire pressure monitoring, traction control toggle, along with your economy driving mode, climate vent for the driver, Right here you have your exterior lighting stock, along with the button to turn on or off manually the lane watch camera for your blind spot. But if it's off, it'll show up on there with your right turn signal. Then on this side you have your wiper stock. Going down the center stack, so this is your iMid display, I believe it's called, and this sort of doubles as a larger secondary information display. And this one, unlike the one below it, is not a touchscreen. This one you can control via the controls on the steering wheel. Like I said, these audio controls will double up as controls for this. So first you have 3 different main screens, things for it to display. This is just audio. This screen right here. And then this one kind of has a little of everything, your compass, trip computer kind of thing, and then audio on the bottom. If you hit menu, that's when you could use the audio control buttons to go through this. You have your central climate vents. This is your main infotainment system screen, which is also a touch screen. We will go over that more in a bit. Your hazard switch, push button ignition. Below that are all the controls for your dual zone automatic climate control. Some storage behind this cover along with a USB port. Got a power outlet, storage area in front of the shifter. On either side of the shifter you got the controls for your 2-stage heated front seats. Putting it in reverse does reveal a backup camera, which actually has 3 different views, including this one, which is like a top-down view, which is convenient if you're backing into a space and you don't want to, you want to get as close as you possibly can without hitting it. That's pretty cool. You have 2 cup holders. The parking brake is hand operated. You have a center console with another 12 volt and another USB port. The glove box is lockable. Both sun visors have vanity mirrors and lights. You have an auto dimming rear view. Your overhead lighting, sunglass holder, and your power sunroof controls. One-touch auto, and there are grab handles at all 4 corners. And finally, here is that touchscreen infotainment system. This is your main home menu. You have audio. As for your different sources, you have AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth audio streaming, anything you might have hooked up via USB and whatnot, and still had a CD player in this car. You can bring up your chip computers on here as well. Average fuel economy, that kind of thing. Phones you might have hooked up. All sorts of different settings. You got system settings. You can change like your background color. As you can see. All sorts of vehicle settings. All sorts of that stuff. Honda Link, smartphone. Then you have an app list, and one of them is an internet browser, a web browser. That's pretty cool. But now let's go ahead and roll down the driver's window and take a look at the engine bay. Both front windows are fully automatic.
It has 17-inch 7-spoke two-tone alloy rims. Powering this EXL is the US market Accord's base engine for 2016, said engine being a 2.4-liter naturally aspirated inline-four. It has an aluminum block and head, and it includes dual overhead camshafts, 4 valves per cylinder, direct injection, as well as Honda's iVTEC and Earthstreams technologies. In EXL models, horsepower is rated at 185 at 6,400 RPM, with torque being rated at 181 pound-feet at 3,900 RPM. That power is sent to the front wheels via a continuously variable automatic transmission, or CVT, with sport and low gear modes. Running on regular unleaded with a 17.2-gallon fuel tank, EPA estimates for an Accord equipped like this one are 27 mpg in the city and 36 mpg on the highway. It has a McPherson strut front suspension and a multi-link rear suspension. Stopping the Accord are 4-wheel disc brakes with ventilated front rotors. Curb weight for an Accord equipped like this one is roughly 3,360 pounds.
Fuel cap is on the driver's side. Bottle holders in the back door panels as well. Mat pockets on the backs of the front seats. Rear passengers do get their own climate vents. Coat hook. You have a folding center armrest with 2 cup holders. So space back here is someone who's about 6'1", and I am quite comfortable back here. I even put the front seat in a place that I could be comfortable driving in. Headroom is sufficient. Plenty of room. I don't feel cramped. Of course, the sedan body style of this is going to be way more practical and comfortable in the back seat than the Accord Coupe. Single exhaust.
The Accord EXL sedan offers 15.5 cubic feet of trunk space. To fit longer objects, the rear seats can also be folded down.
You also got folding back seats. Anyhow, thanks for checking out this tour of this 2016 Honda Accord. And as always, stay on the lookout for future tours.